Yes. I was in a slump. Ever since I lost my brother, I've been getting drunk. Slowly crawling out the hope. She got me fucked up mentally. Any nigga play with me, I dump. Physically, everywhere I be, we keep a couple Glocks tucked. I ain't hard to see, I'm in that double-lot truck. I can't lie, I got a lot of money, ton of money. Stacking money, I don't walk to money, run to money. Money calling, bitch, I go to money, come to money. Money falling, I got winter money, summer money.
It's good to be around family. I don't know.
Still don't give a fuck.
My mic is on.
That's how stuff be started. Here we are, Daddy Podcast. That's how we gonna start. I'm surrounded by my family today. Nunu, what's happening?
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
Bud?
Nunu. Yes, I'm
Come
here.
on, brother.
I'm back.
Here we go,
I'm back.
man.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, Bud and I was out all last night. I hope we
That
happened.
I
We
told
had a good
Nunu and
time.
Kevin, you must be really special because you got us up too damn early.
I mean, I was up and out too. I was out.
So hey,
I was
we
out.
here, baby. We
Yeah,
here, you know,
we here.
for a good reason, man.
Yeah,
You know.
why not? Why not?
Why not, man?
Thanks for having me.
Somebody about to go shopping. Didn't you say y'all about to go do a little bit
Yeah,
of shopping?
my son's birthday next week, so
Oh,
to get him out the house to come with me, I told him we gonna go shopping after.
Okay.
Do some birthday shopping.
so you
Grandson, get you some good stuff. Get
That's
you
a
some
good way
good
to con
stuff.
him. That's a good way. Bribe him. Get him out the house. I like that.
I want to start this now. This is a special podcast for me. I have Nunu. I got so many words I could say to you. You are carrying the Jackson legacy. My last name. I see you guiding your kids, their direction. I don't see you kind of like telling them exactly what to do, but it's like I see you guiding their thoughts. And I appreciate, girl, it's too early for this. I just really appreciate the way that you're raising the next generation of my legacy. I am so proud. I get worried sometimes, though.
Why?
I get worried because I see such a strong independence
Okay.
in you. Sometimes I think I be wanting you to ask for things more, like for things that I give you. It's like everything you go out and get it on your own. Nunu going out to get it. Every time I look up, the kids are clean, you clean, but you know, when I reach out to you, communicate with you economically, socially, it's like you don't ask. I just be like, here. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's a wall up that I really like don't know. You know, so I just do because I just want you to be extra good, and I just love you like that.
Thank you.
You know?
I definitely feel like when you and Nicole was talking about that, I did feel like y'all was talking about me a little bit. Like, you got to ask, because they tell me that all the time. Like, if I don't ask, they won't know. But I've always been that type of person. Like, I feel like my kids, like, they mine. So I know that I got y'all, no doubt about it. I have y'all, I have my mom, I have Nani, like everybody. My support system is like dope, like A1. But I just wouldn't be myself if I just didn't do it. Like, I've been a mom for 12 years now. So that makes me just like, having my kids and thinking about what I need to do for them just makes me go harder. So it's kind of like, I never want y'all to think I don't need y'all, because I definitely need y'all. I wouldn't even be this far without y'all. But that's just me. It's just me. I'm going to always do it first, and then whatever comes after is just extra. It's like, okay, thank you. And I definitely appreciate it, because you do come through a lot too. Like, I wake up, you didn't send me something, or, you know, like this for the kids, you know, whatever, handle business. So I do appreciate that a lot. I do.
Okay, definitely. So that's the only part I get worried about. That's the only part, you know, but just watching you guide your family, our future, I just want to let you know from the bottom of my heart, you are the bomb. You are the best. Definitely.
Spoken like a true grandfather.
Did I say that word? Did I say it right?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Man. I mean,
Okay.
what else can you say to that shit? I don't have a question behind that. Just,
All right, cool.
I'm here.
All right. So, I see you you, it just reminds me, you know, you put me in the space of being around my son. You give me that energy. You know, I know how much you loved him and how much you cared for him. If you can have, like, one more, like, conversation with him, like, or something, what is it, something that you would want to?
So it's not like, it's not anything specific I can really say to him if I had him for one last time, because I would say a lot. But I thought about that. I talked to my son and I was like, you know, if you had your dad for one more time, what would be something you would say to him? And his response was, a lot. So then it made me think, like, I know exactly what I would say to him, though. And one of it would be, how do I guide Amari in the right direction of being a man? Like, give me some tips on, like, what your dad did for you. Like, you know, by you being in his life and you helping him and, you know, you and Nicole raising him to be a man. What do I need to do so that I make sure I raise him to be a man and a good man at that? And then, like, going through, like, girl problems. Like, I'm the mom, so I'm quick to be like, ain't no girl about to play with my son. Like, what's up? So I'm in straight defense mode. Like, don't play with my son. So I would want to know, like, how do I go about that? I want my son to be comfortable with, like, asking me for advice, even though I'm his mom. But, like, you know, just knowing he got me. So I would want to know, like, how would Greg go about that situation? Like, what would you do? Because if you were here, you would be the one he would be going to for advice with women. So I definitely would ask that about advice with women, for sure. For sure. I mean, you know, he had his little times, too, with the women. But
Right.
ladies' man, for sure.
Right.
They love him. But I still would want to know, like.
Now, how long you been knowing Lil Greg, though? Like,
14 years old.
14.
Yep.
That's when y'all met. That's,
Yep.
okay.
It was, he was becoming a freshman. I was going into my sophomore year, though. But I'm all, like, in my class, I was younger than most people because of my birthday.
Just like me. Just so I get it. Okay, bet.
Yeah, so we was the same age for a while. So, yeah, 14. Yep. 14. But we was friends first. So,
Okay.
like, we knew each other before that. And then, like, going to school together and everything like that. So, yeah, 14, 15. Yep.
I'm listening to Nunu talk, right, about Greg. He remind me of this story. And Nunu, help me this story. Amari might be able to tell a story about her. I don't even know if it's that funny. It was that funny to me. Amari spent a whole lot of money on some game. You know what I'm talking about? Some little game thing, right?
Yes.
And Greg was like,
Yeah,
boy, you spent,
yeah.
I don't know, like $200 or something he spent on it. What was it called?
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Either Fortnite or Minecraft.
up,
One
right.
of the two.
He was mad.
Man, Greg
He
was
mad.
so mad, right? So,
He
if
was
I
mad.
remember right, he called Nunu
Yes.
to get Amari, and Nunu was like, boy, you know
Right.
you daddy, you get him, whatever,
Yeah,
whatever.
he called
Greg
me.
was so mad. What happened
Yeah,
with that? Like,
so he
did I
called
say
me.
it right?
Yeah, no, you did. He called me and he was just so mad. And Greg do not get mad. That's the funny thing. Like, he always say, like, don't nobody piss me off like you do. Like, you pisses me off. And I be like, oh well. But he was so mad. He called me. He was like, bro, your son. And he not telling me, like, come pick him up. Like, he need to go home. He like, yo, son, I'm about to hurt him. I'm like, what happened? He like, he just spent like $200 on my card on this game and all this and that. So I'm just quiet, letting him vent. Then I'm like, so what you want me to do? Like, what, you telling me this just to tell me? He was like, can you just come over here and whoop him? And I was like, whoop him? He's like, whoop him for me. I'm like, no, you the dad. You want me to be the bad parent and come whoop him because I'm the mom that raised my voice and do all this and that. But yeah, he asked me to come whoop him. I was like, no, you figure it out and let me know when you figure it out. I'm not coming to do that.
Now that's a wild story.
Man, that was so
I
funny.
thought that, like, me and my wife was the only one that went through some shit like that with Amadeus.
Right.
Then they about the same age.
Right.
Amadeus did the same thing. And then he was like 150, something like that. I said, hey, you lost your man. I said, what is this?
Right.
You know, so damn.
Yeah.
Way to go, Mari.
Good
Way
job,
to go.
Mari.
Good
He shoulda
job.
made
Good job.
You still
Good job,
living,
baby. Good job.
He should have made him make up for it, do something, clean up the house
Oh
or
yeah.
something.
Oh
Sure.
yeah. Yeah, because he
Even
had
if
some
he
real
ain't-
chores too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what? Right upside the head.
Yeah,
But
Greg was
going
something
back to
else.
that is
Story.
exactly what you said. The conversation that you said you would have with Greg. That was one of my motivations for doing Daddy's podcast. I mean, the name from Daddy's podcast, of course, came from Lil Greg saying Daddy. You know, not Daddy, but Daddy. Daddy, doesn't say Daddy. And, you know, I felt like it is people, like you said, you asked Greg, how would I raise Amari to be the best person he can be? I wanted to, like, give, like, advice to men, you know, of what it is to be the best dad that you can. And I have had a lot of men come through the podcast and ladies and give great advice on Daddy's podcast. So I think that is a great conversation. I wish you could have that conversation. I hope that it's a lot of parents out here having that conversation.
Absolutely.
To be how do we best raise our kids? Because I think you and Chantel do a great job having communication with raising you all's kids.
Absolutely. And it's just her story. You just, from her story, you know how important that fathers are in the kids' lives and their sons' lives.
Yeah.
They are, man, we play a major role in raising our young kings.
Absolutely.
You know, so
Shout
I
out to
understand.
us.
Shout out.
Daddies.
Daddies podcast.
Daddy.
That's good, man. I like that.
A story. Could you give me maybe a story when y'all was I don't know, a story of you and Greg that I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
A story?
That you're willing to share.
I got a few stories.
Uh-oh.
Y'all want to hear funny? Y'all want to hear?
I want to hear
maybe-
both of them. No.
I mean,
Yeah,
I got
ready.
both.
I'm here for it.
Both parents here. Y'all know everything. We can talk. Let's do it.
My baby mama.
Right? She's so
And I
silly.
say baby mama affectionately. She call me her baby daddy. We
Sound
love
like
each other.
us. Baby mama, baby daddy, for sure. The first story I'll tell is when we found out I was pregnant. I'll tell that. Okay, so of course we nervous. We like, okay, something, nothing is going high, with women, nothing, everything a little off. And we went to Walgreens. Me and him, we went to Walgreens to get a pregnancy test.
Can I get like what walk? Can you put
Yeah,
me
okay,
there? What
I will. Okay.
All right.
So we went to Walgreens on 71st and Jeffrey.
Okay.
So we went to Walgreens.
shit, y'all made it out
They
of there?
come?
Y'all made it out of there
Yeah,
alive?
it'd be a lot of people.
You a soldier. I knew you
don't
was
play.
a soldier.
Don't
I
play.
knew you was a soldier. Whoa!
But we went to that Walgreens and we needed a pregnancy test. So now we in this store, we don't know like what's good. Why we thinking about a certain type of brand? I don't know, but we just like what's a good one? Like anything gonna be different about a pregnancy test. So we in there, we get like a box of pregnancy tests. It had 2 in a pack, and we went back to Nani's house. And at the time, nobody was home. It was just me and him. And I always tell Nani this too. She had like these green leather like couches at the time in her living room. And we sat there. And Greg was, he thought it was so funny. He just sitting there just looking lost. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to take one. And I came out and I'm just looking at him and he looking at me. And he like, what? And I show him. And we both just bust out and started laughing. Because I don't know, like
15, right?
16. We were 16 years old and like too young to be like doing all this. I don't know, but it happened. So now he like, I'm getting mad now because I'm like, okay, this is real. Like we got to be for real. So he like, okay, give it 5 minutes. Go take the second one. What I do? Wait 5 minutes, go take the second one, trying to drink a lot of water to see if I could pee. We take the next one, same thing. Why did we think it was going to change? I don't know. We hoping it would change, like, nah, this was a messed up test or something. So we just sat there and we thought about it like, dang, nothing. After the second test, nothing was funny to him no more. It's like, oh, you don't think it's funny now.
Got
like,
real.
You got
real.
2 tests that say the same thing. So now we just scared, like, how we going to tell our parents this? So that was that.
Wait. How y'all tell?
Oh, I can
Sorry,
tell.
do you know this story? No. Okay.
I can tell how.
Okay, go ahead. What
Yeah,
happened?
okay, so I could tell how my parents found out, but I believe Greg told Nicole first. Yes, Greg was more comfortable with telling his mom.
Always.
Yeah, and I could understand that.
Always.
I was kind of scared
Always.
because I was more so scared of what my dad was gonna say.
I know you was.
Yeah, I was terrified. But Greg had that bond with Nicole where he told her or whatever. He told me like I told my mom. Now I don't know like exactly how their conversation went, but Nicole was bartending at a bar, and she always would tell my family to come. And it's one day that me and Greg went back to my mom's house one day, and then my parents went to the bar when Nicole was working. And Nicole just running her mouth, and she was like, yeah, because I know. She told my mom, like, I know you know, but then told my dad, I know you don't know. And they like, know what? And she like, Nunu pregnant. And it was so awkward, y'all, because me and Greg was at my mom's house. So when they came in, my mom was like, y'all both got something to tell us? And I'm like... I was so mad at Greg. I don't know why. I was so mad at him. He's like, why you mad at me? I told you I told my mama. Like, how it went down? Oh, well.
You hadn't said nothing to your parents.
I hadn't said nothing.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm glad it actually did go like that because I still don't know what I would have said. Even when I got pregnant with my daughter, I still didn't know what to say to my dad.
Wow.
And I was grown.
Daddy
So,
rough. Daddy's,
yeah.
daddies be protective over the
And
girls,
I'm the youngest.
man.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You the baby, daddy's be protective.
I'm trying to remember how I found out. I
Yeah,
cannot remember how I found out. Do you remember, Nikki?
I don't know.
I don't know if Greg
Yeah,
told
Nikki
me. I don't
probably
know if
told
you
you.
told
What you
me.
mean?
I
Nikki
can't
probably
remember.
told you.
Probably was her.
You don't remember? You don't remember either? Yeah, I can't remember.
Holy shit,
He talking.
He talking.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Amari
talking about.
quiet. He'll talk
what I'm
though.
talking
He
about,
waking up.
He waking up now. Yeah, my laid back son.
I remember. I can't remember how I found out, but I remember I did. I was like, "What? He only 16. She, what they doing with a baby?" I'm like, "Oh my God, what we gonna do?" I was not happy.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
not happy.
that was-
How was you? Were you cool?
Yeah.
That's you told me you
did,
too
she
young and
did.
too cute.
And you know what? I tell, and a lot of
Damn.
people could tell you, like people that's close to me, when they ask like, how's my relationship with like Greg family, his mom and my kids, and I'll be like, everything is good. But I always say I respect Nicole so much because when it came, of course, everybody telling us like, y'all don't need a baby, y'all don't need a baby. And me and him had our own talk, like behind closed doors, where he told me like, just because what our parents telling us like what we shouldn't do, he was like, at the end of the day, it's up to me and you. And he was like, I don't think we ready either. He like, but whatever decision you make, I'm supporting it. And I was
That's
like,
my son.
and I was like, we gonna sleep on it. We gonna wake up and we gonna think. And I told him, I was like, let's just, I want to have my baby. And he was like, come on, let's do it. Like he was just like, it is what it is.
is what it is.
It
Let's get
happened.
it. Yeah.
But Nicole was like, I'm too young to be a grandma. I'm in the streets. And she was living her best life. And that's why to this day, I'll be like, Now I call Nani all day long when it came to like the babysitting stuff. Nicole, financially, she's there. She's going to do it. Like, call her, she's there. But she was like, I ain't sitting down and watching no baby. I'm
Living her best
outside.
life.
She watched them in the beginning. She, had a little time with her. Yeah. We was all in the same house. Yeah.
I am so happy Amari is here.
Yeah.
I love you, grandson.
Yeah, that's like my little,
Definitely.
little protector and stuff. Girl, you... She always say me and Amari like hungry. But yeah. No, that's my little man.
Did you know that story, grandson? Well, we just heard about you being here.
No.
Everything that your mama just said, did you know? You wasn't even listening.
He is
Over
on
there
world.
playing
He said I
Fortnite.
low key.
He like, what?
I low key wasn't listening. I like
He
that.
is
I like
on
that,
world.
man. I
He
like
just
that.
over there smiling. Yeah, that was one story. I can tell a few stories. I could tell another one. I actually want to tell this story.
Oh.
And I'm gonna just say it because y'all know, like, sometimes I think I didn't, like, I was thinking if I wanted to say this or not, but whatever. It's funny. Looking back now, it's funny. So, Greg was driving in a Tesla this day.
Man, you might as well come on and have a seat next
Sit
to
down,
mom,
son.
man.
'Cause
That
you
way you
keep
can show
talking,
your
just come
sweater,
sit
your
down.
hoodie.
Like,
Come
when
on,
you ready
man.
to, just
Come
come
on
have a
over here and
seat.
show some love, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, come on,
He
man.
did all this. I don't want to talk.
Yeah,
But you doing a
you
lot
got
of talking.
stories too, man. We want to hear your father's
Right.
stories,
You can hear
man.
your stories. But
You
when
know?
I tell this story, he's gonna remember. So he had I believe this was actually maybe her first time getting a car or something, but anyway, Greg was driving it. So he was like, Amari was at Nani's house and he asked Amari to ride with him. And Amari was like, I think Amari was like in the house playing like the game or something, playing, running around. And he was like, no, I don't want to go. He was like, no, come take a ride with your daddy. Like, I got a race car. Told my baby he got a race car. So now Amari excited. He get in the car and he told Nani.
He got a race car.
Yeah, he told Nani, I'm about to go with my daddy. He got a race car. So they get in the car. Now I'm at home. I'm nowhere around. I'm at home. I'm taking a nap. It was his weekend with Amari. Like at one point, Greg always had the weekends. Like I made sure I was like, weekends, your days. So I was at home taking a nap, and I get a call that Greg then went on a high-speed chase with my baby in the car.
I remember that story. I remember that story.
God.
I remember that story. I remember that story. Oh my God, I remember that story. I remember that story.
I said Amari is gonna
remember.
remember when I said. So he was in a high speed, and he was so close to home, and I think that's probably what made me mad, because it was like, really, like. I get it. Like, I thought of so many reasons of why he would do this with my kid, but I was like, I know he did it for a reason. So I'm not mad at him. But he's so used to me, like, snapping out. Like, he thinking when she on her way, she about to curse me out. So they got into the high speed, and they wouldn't, like, let Nani get Amari. Like, mom had to be there. So I had to get up. I had to come get my son while the police was still standing around and everything. They didn't handcuff Greg after trying to run and some more stuff. Yeah, they tased them. They tased So when I get there, the police like, you mom, they released them to me, but they did tell me I needed to take my son to the hospital, or he had like a little scratch on his arm, or DCFS was gonna reach out to me, and I was at that point I'm scared. I'm like, oh no, what's going on? So we went to the hospital, whatever the case may be. Just sitting there, I see them come push Greg in the hospital on the bed. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, but he not trying to look at me. He didn't want to make no eye contact. He just knew I was about to just like let him have it. And I told him like, I'm not mad at you. And his eyes lit up like, you not? Like, you not? And then the police officer was like, he would have got away, but his pants was hanging down. They was like, he fast. He would have got away.
Look at, they had just ass pants
Yes,
there. He
yep.
was just like that.
They was like, he's really fast.
They all
Yep.
got to run wide leg. That's how I
Exactly.
understand why they wear them sagging all the time.
Yep, and it was that day it was bad, but looking back, it's funny because it's like you just crazy. And then they made me go through the whole little thing. And the funniest part about this, I end up having to like go to the DCFS. I was just say like, no, he's good. And I believe they was like, oh, he can't be around for a couple of days or something. I was like, oh no, he's going back next weekend. You ain't telling me he not going around his daddy. And the lady was like, oh well. And I'm just like, can't tell me he ain't going back. I need my weekends. But yeah, that was.
And I remember they called me too, the DCFS. They asked me what type of person Greg was, everything. I remember that. I was like,
they don't fuck around.
Yeah, they
don't
was.
fuck around.
And when I got that call, I was scared. I was like, no, that's my grandson. I was so mad at Greg. I was so mad at Greg. I'm like, boy, why you do that? Oh my God. Yeah, but I remember them calling me and asking me about that. Greg's personality, I guess, the type of father he was.
Yeah, they was asking the little questions. I'm like, look, kid, that's his dad. He's going.
Yeah.
I don't care what y'all talking about. He will be there with him. I want.
Let me ask you this then. It's been 4 years since Lil Greg left. How are you been? Like, how are you really been dealing with it?
Thank you for asking. It's hard. The hardest part for me is usually around, when it was like fresh, the hardest part was always like from like October to March for me. For some reason, like I was like going through it. And I'm still kind of like that because I got like the holidays that come up. I got the death day. his birthday a week later, my son's birthday a week later, and then it's just everything is back to back for me. So that's kind of tough because I'm so used to having him or seeing him on like these holidays, especially Thanksgiving. Like, yes, we have a son together, so Christmas is like okay, either he with me right now, he going with you, or we about to come together and do something. But Thanksgiving, that boy never missed a time where he stopped at my mama's house to get some greens, get whatever else she made. He didn't care when he was in a relationship. I was in a relationship. He like, I'm on my way to
Like,
your
I'm
mama's
coming
house to get some
that
food,
man.
and she always let him come. So that's like the hard part for me, going through that. Grieving, it at one point it was really tough for me because it's not only me. I got my son. So majority of the time when I would have like my breakdowns is because I'm watching him have his. And this is not like what we saying like his father wasn't there or he didn't get to spend a lot of time with him, but this was an act of father.
Yeah.
So that really that hurts really bad. So yeah, most of my times for my breakdown was because of my son. Yeah, because you don't know how to prepare yourself, how to deal with the loss of the other parent, and you don't know what to tell your child. You don't know what's in their mind. You can just try to get it out. But as we see, my son barely even talk for real. So it's kind of like, he'd be like, I'm okay, Mom, I'm okay. And then it's like, I know you're not, though.
Yeah.
So that's definitely as a mom, that's hard for me to even.
So how old was he when he lost his
7,
dad?
he was going on 8.
Damn.
Yep.
So he was able to understand everything that was going on, and his emotions was everywhere. Just, I lost mine at 21, so I know 7 is just out of this fucking world.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, man.
It was tough.
Yeah.
It was tough.
You don't have to answer this one if you don't want to. It's just something came to my mind because you said something about a breakdown. Mm-hmm. We was just together,
last week?
January 28th. Yeah, me and Nani was sitting in the back room, and you just came. You pulled up the chair. Me and Nani cleaned off a place for you to sit. You sat down on the little footstool thing, and you laid your head on Nani's lap, and just cried.
Yeah, I did.
Where did that come? Like, where did the because you was just walking around the house a minute
fine.
ago. You was fine, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking everything fine, and you just came, and it's like all of this just came out. What was that emotion? What?
I feel like I don't let it out enough. I'm always trying to hold it in, but also, it's gonna always be an emotional day for me anyway. That day, I didn't know when I was gonna let it out. Sometimes I let it out within like the 4 years. Maybe it will be like in the morning when I wake up, or maybe later that night when I go to bed. And that day, this year, I went to work. I did something I usually don't do, which I went to work because I'm like, I'm gonna keep my mind off this. I'm gonna let my baby want to go to school too. Cool, we gonna try something different. So I think because I knew I was at work, I wasn't gonna do it there. Then when I got around all the family and we actually like sitting here without him, and it's like because it's that day, it makes me think about the very first day, like when it happened, how we all was sitting around, and it's just like we do this because we lost him. Not saying like that because everybody always kick it, everybody always been close, but it's like them days it's just weird not having him there when we so used to having him there. So yeah, I think my breakdown of the day last week was because of that. And it's also, I was going through a lot last week. I was just sick for like a week straight. I don't know what was wrong with me. I can't even tell you exactly what it was. I just felt like I was drained. And it might be because of the dates of what's really going on. Like it's all registering to me. And then, y'all know, but you don't know. He passed away a day before my mom's birthday, which was on my nephew's birthday. So that's kind of hard for me, too, because I was trying to plan my mom this big surprise 60th birthday party. Damn. So I was just, like, super emotional, doing a lot by myself. And, like he said, I don't ask for help. I'm just doing it. So I think a lot of that played a part in why I broke down on Nani lap. And then I love me some Nani. Like, me and Nani,
shout out Nani.
Yeah, that's my girl. We go back and forth, all that, but Nani is like number one. And it's not nothing towards my mom and Nicole, nobody, you either, Big Greg, but Nani is number one supporter in my corner. Like since day one, supporter in my corner. From the day I pushed him out, she has like been there, never left. like always count on her. So yeah.
Shout out 90. Shout out 90 for that.
Man.
Definitely.
Well, you built tough. You built tough. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely is.
Very, very well spoken. I mean, you know, she yeah. You.
Yeah, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Older.
So I remember like, and this is my perception. To me, like, Greg was like cool, laid back, you know. Nunu, she was Nunu. She was, her presence was loud. She was, you know, when she walked in the room, you knew she was there.
There you go.
Opposite attracts.
There you go.
Opposite attracts.
And that's right.
Yep, because I'm still
what
like
it
that.
was, yes.
You gonna know her. And all the kids in the family love her. It's amazing how she carries everything, right? But what I was getting at, and tell me if I'm wrong or not, Nikki, I felt like their personalities started to change. I felt like Nunu became like more like, even though she had her presence, she was kind of like more laid back and got more mature. And Greg started getting to me like loud and outside. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. In my opinion, it was Greg was the quiet one and Nunu was the loud one. And it's like switch. Nunu started like, boy, relax, chill, calm down. And Greg was doing all. I'm like, boy, what you, am I? Yeah. Do you see that, or am I getting that wrong?
When you say out, like he was more outside, definitely. He definitely was outside way more than me, and that was what they was coming up on at the time. So I could see why he was outside. He was always gone, and he got loud and more people. He got like a new crowd of friends. Like he started to bring more people around, because that was something for me that I told him, like, I will always tell him, and they'd even know. I'm like, who is this? Why you always got a new friend? Because I know me. I like my same old friends. So it was just part of the lifestyle that they was living at the time, where he's going out more, he's traveling more, he always on the go, he getting new friends, he meeting new people. And I was just always laid back like, But definitely opposite attract, for sure. Because I'm still like that. Like, I don't want no guy who all loud and on the scene and all this. And they're like, let me just talk for you. I'm the woman, just let me talk. I would talk for both of us, actually.
Your personality is very strong.
Yeah.
Very strong.
Yeah. With you being as strong and as positive and as a guided parent as you are, I like for Daddy's podcast to give as much advice for us to help as much as we possibly can. What advice would you give a lady who has went through the same thing that you're going through, probably lost their child's father, or just a single mother in general, as far as being a parent? Is there any advice you would give to a lady who's raising?
Yes. First, I want to say I'm actually not going through this alone. My best friend, Justice, she also lost her son, father. So before I even went through it. So she's always, she like on point with like the dates of things that's going on, or just like randomly telling me like, you're doing a good job. And to me, that means a lot to me. So I would want to tell a mom who's going through the same thing as us, like, continue to do what you got to do, because your kid is watching, and just, I know it might be hard, but, you got to just push through. You're going to have your days where you just want to give it all up, but you just got to push through. Like, it's because you don't want your child to not have you as well. And that's how I look at my situation. If I'm not here, then he don't have no one. And I can't do that to him. I can't even do that to my daughter. And I'm not even going to say I'm a single mom. Like, I'm a single mom because I'm not in a relationship and I don't have Greg anymore, but I do have Aria's dad. And shout out to him, because
shout out BJ. Yeah, definitely.
He's a big help. Like, from not even just with me and his daughter together, like with Amari, like I call, he gonna do whatever. He's been there since Amari was Amari's 4th birthday, I think he came to. So he play a role. He's that backup where he do what he gotta do, and he helped me a lot. So I'm a single mom, but I'm not a single mom, because I call on BJ for everything. I do.
BJ,
I call on BJ for everything. I be like, I know he hate to see me coming. We get into it too, but He's a little he much older than like me and Greg too. Like so, he look at things differently. Where it's just like
BJ older than you?
yeah, BJ older than my
He looks
siblings.
young. Oh my God.
What BJ 34?
Oh,
About to be
okay.
34 in
Oh,
April. Yeah. So
he take care of
he's
himself
a
very well.
yeah, and he's a good person. So he get on my nerve from time to time. But he's a good person. He's a good. He's an active father. He's a good role model. So I'm thankful to have him too.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Can I further build on that for more advice?
Sure.
With you talking about BJ, if a lady is to get into a relationship with a man, she has kids, what advice what are women looking for? What advice would you give to a man who's gonna enter into a relationship with a lady that has kids?
That's
and I don't know.
yeah.
if
That's
I mean,
that.
question.
That is a good question.
It is? Oh, okay.
That's a real good question,
yeah, like-
and it's crazy because I honestly don't have an answer though.
Yeah.
So I would definitely, of course, because I don't bring people around my kids. Like I'm very like, if whatever I'm doing outside is my outside life. I don't need you around my kids. I don't want you around my daughter. I don't want you like I'm raising a little girl. Like I believe in like me and my kids. Our life is private. Like this is our life. I don't need them seeing who running in and out. Like we're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. But I really can't.
I want to say I think that's some good advice.
Oh, yeah.
Don't bring a lot of
Yeah.
people around your
That's-
kids.
that's like number one.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah, I
Right.
think,
Like
yeah.
I can't give too many moms advice because I can't speak on somebody else's situation. But I just know for me, that's just something I'm not doing at all. And I can't even tell you when I would know the time is right because I don't do it. I don't know. I would just say trust that person, like be patient, don't rush it. And just chill. Like enjoy the time with your kids. Don't feel like you got to be with a man when you spending time with your kids. Like no, let that go.
Tell him.
Let that go.
Mama don't need no man.
My
You
son
a
don't
man.
play that anyway.
You a man. Look at
He
him.
don't
Like,
play
man,
that.
look,
He don't
over here
even.
jibbing.
He don't like nobody telling me I'm beautiful. Nothing. If we walking outside and somebody turn their head and look, he the one turning his head. Like why you looking at her? And it's just like, oh God. So yeah, he don't
Mama's
play that
man,
anyway.
Baby. It's good, man.
Yeah, definitely. What you think about that, grandson? You good? Look at her.
What your mama mean to you, boy?
He's shy. Now he's shy.
Now he shy. I put him
Now
on.
he's shy.
I put him on front.
Now
I put him
he's
on
shy.
front. He's
You
shy.
done put him on Front Street. Now he's shy.
He crazy.
No, I brought some pictures.
Okay.
And I give you some of these pictures. To give me your thoughts.
Okay.
All right.
If I can't give you a thought, can I just try to remember like what that day was or something?
Yeah,
No?
whatever you want to do with the picture.
Okay.
Whatever it is. Whatever you want to do with it.
Okay.
Y'all was so young.
Oh man, that was the back of Nani house.
That was back at Nani house.
Back of Nani house. Just looking all dirty and hot. Looking at this picture, I don't even mean to be off task or nothing, but I have to say this. It's just, and I don't know. Looking at this picture actually just made me feel some type of way versus like when I look at it any other time. And this might sound weird, but I'm gonna tell you why. Looking at Greg's fingers when he doing this, he have like these different fingernails. Like his fingers, like so different. Yes, they so long and like has shape that I don't know if y'all remember, but even when we got the news, I'm like, I was messed up about it, but I was like, nah, I gotta see before they tell me like he gone. And when we was at that viewing that day, and I looked at his hands, that broke me down. Like it wasn't the face, it wasn't nothing. Like actually, like viewing his body, it was looking at his fingernails. I looked at them fingernails, and it was just like, wow, that's him, and that messed me up. And I'm telling you, anytime I look at this picture, I never realized that until now. Like it just did something to me. Like,
Do you know that's exactly what I did? Nikki, don't be over there crying. That's exactly what I did. When I went to, mine actually happened at the funeral, right?
Okay.
When I saw him at the view, I was like, I didn't even think that was him. It's like, that ain't my son, you know what I'm saying? Okay, forget that part. But at the funeral, the last time I touched Greg, I touched his finger right there, the fingernail. Because I don't know, it was just something about his nails, them fingers. I had no idea. That's the last thing I did before I sat down in the seat at the funeral. I walked up there and I just touched their nail.
Yeah.
Yep. Damn.
You did more than me. I just sat right in my seat.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
this day need to be over.
Okay, next picture. I'll let you show. I'll let you look at it first.
My mom. This was just last week at her 60th birthday party. Let's stay over there. I'll let her be. Me and my mom. That's my girl. That's my girl. Yeah. When I don't know. When I look at, I get emotional about my mom. I'm gonna just go to the next picture.
No,
That's my girl. I get emotional because we have been through a lot, and she's the reason I'm this strong because I watched her be so strong and take care of us. But we've been going through some stuff like 2024 and out of hospitals and stuff. So that's why I said it might make me emotional. But she's doing much better, and we just gonna hope that she keep going up and getting better and staying better. That's my girl.
That party was cracking.
That party was
cracking. I had a great time. It was a great turnout. That party was cracking.
She had a
Happy
good
birthday.
time. Yeah, she was like, this was so fun. Nunu, she had a good time. She thought she was still 21 at that party.
It was a birthday party?
Yeah, this was her birthday party.
She turned 60.
Yeah,
I gave
happy
her a
birthday
surprise
party.
60th birthday party. Yep.
Wow.
Which picture do I want? Now that you got me showing that one.
Go ahead, just pull one. Let's see.
Yeah, for what?
Oh, we know what that is.
This crazy lady. Okay, so this picture is my mom and Nicole, which is Greg's mom. I actually like that picture. We took some nice little pictures that day. That picture, those two, my mamas. That's all I can say.
Mamas, your
My two mamas. I get into it with both of them, probably the same way. Holler at each other, curse each other out, and then be right back talking like nothing happened. Literally with my mom and Nicole. So they just, I don't know. Something about them too. They drive me crazy. But what would I be without them?
Nicole say the same thing. We gonna argue, gonna fuss, but that's my girl. I love her.
Yep.
That's what you say.
Yeah, we do. But that's how me and her son was. Me and Nani, everybody.
Okay, can I go to the next one?
Yep, go ahead.
My man.
DJ Troy.
Party. Troy. Oh, okay. All right.
My dad.
Oh, that's your dad?
Yeah, that's my dad.
Yeah. I was just with him yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, he stopped by. That's
What you
another
call
reason I was really.
Yeah, okay.
I started with Eric.
So that was your second party you came to.
That was the third.
Damn.
I was with Eric first. Right? He came to the apartment after he got off work, or Troy, and I call him Eric.
Right, his name is Eric, but
and we kicked it, you know what I'm saying? So then after, it ain't about
So
it.
in all, it's just a good night for you.
they just had a good
It
time.
was a good night.
They drink and they have a good time. Because
Yeah.
my dad likes to drink.
Yeah.
That's why
He's like, man, what you
Yeah,
doing? I
okay.
was like, man, I'm about to take a nap. I'm chilling. I just left Messiah soccer practice. So I was about to chill before I go over to Nani's house and just pull myself together.
Yeah.
Eric called me, what you doing? I'm like, man, I'm about to I'm about to ride down on you. I'm like, all right, cool. We went down to Greg apartment. We just chilled for a couple of hours
Yeah.
and kicked it. My man.
Yep. That's my dad. He taught me a lot. He raised his kids very well. He did.
I thought, and Eric had that party rocket too. Eric, they did like what you call it, karaoke.
Oh, yeah.
They did like everything.
Yeah, him and my
man.
uncle was
they
doing their
kicking
little
it.
thing. They was tag teaming doing their thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got another picture of me?
yeah. What about this one?
He got a whole table. For you.
Yeah,
He ready.
I wasn't
He
expecting
ready.
all them pictures. I'm looking like,
Feet
dang, that's a lot of
swinging like
pictures.
He in kindergarten.
He excited. Like, let me pick one.
Excited, man.
Let me pick a picture. I'm like, oh, look at him. Look who won.
Just come on over, Mari.
My son just keep.
Come sit on.
Yeah, my son
on,
keep
have a
coming up.
seat.
He
Like,
he got
woo.
stuff to say from behind that, but he don't want to come up.
I think this is the cutest picture.
Yes, we have fun this day. I love this picture. It's me and my two kids. Look at my girl.
The family picture.
Yeah, your hair was short, but so what? This my
Yeah,
girl right
long,
here.
man.
This, my girl.
Aria,
Aria.
my granddaughter.
Nusi, Aria.
How old is she?
She'll be 7 in February too. Both of their birthday in the same month. So I gotta knock him out.
February what?
28th.
28th.
She the last day. That's
okay.
my girl. When I see that picture, I'm in mom mode. I mean, you know, it was Halloween. Made some little cookies, had some cupcakes. You know, did our little thing. Yep. And yeah, I'm just in mom mode. We love the holidays. We like to dress up. I love to match with my kids. So that's a thing for us. But yeah.
So you one of those moms on Christmas? You wear the
Christmas
for
pajamas
and
for
all
sure.
that?
We took Christmas pictures at Mall of America for Christmas that just passed. In the middle of the mall, taking pictures in pajamas. Didn't care. We need these pictures. Let's go. So yeah, I'm big on pictures and matching with my kids. Yep.
How did you like Mall of America, grandson? That was a good Christmas, huh? All right, cool. Definitely. Okay, can I go to another one?
Yes. I love this picture, though. I actually love this picture. This picture is me, Greg, and Amari. Last picture we took together. Because we got a lot of pictures.
What you say?
Yeah, this was the last picture we ever took together. Yep. With me in it. And
wow.
And I say that because this picture was actually 2020. Either 2019 or 2020 because the last birthday we was at together, Amari's 7th birthday, we was mad at each other. And we usually take pictures always together on his birthday. Or we just randomly take pictures together. And I was so mad at him, so he took his pictures. I took mine separately. We wasn't talking. But yeah, that was our last picture together. Yep. And we was actually in front of the building, sitting in a car.
Really?
Sitting in the car. I had came over his house. He was we was talking. I was like, I'm about to come over there before getting the kids from school. Aria was still in daycare though at the time. So I had like to 5 o'clock to get her, but I had to get Amari at like 3. So we was just talking, and then I'm like, okay, I'm about to go get Amari. He like, I'm gonna go with you. So we picked up our son from school this day together and everything.
Wow. He was just getting out of school. Oh.
Yeah, he got his school shirt on in the back. Yep, we picked our baby up from school together that day. Yeah, that was a couple years ago. Yep, that was our last picture all together. I like that picture though. Wow. I think we all look nice on there.
I got it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I just got this. Grandma, you sent this over?
With Aria and Greg. I love this picture. It's from Nicole's wedding. I like. The funny thing is, that's the only picture we all have. Nope, it's another one floating around too that Nani got. But Greg had a lot of pictures of Aria in his phone. Why? I don't know. But he was obsessed with Aria. Like, he wanted a daughter so bad, he just kept saying, like, I gotta have me a daughter, I gotta have me a daughter. And he had a bunch of pictures of Aria, him and Aria in his phone when she was a little baby.
Your turn?
But
okay.
I do love how
it's Amari's turn.
we like how he loved my daughter, and he know like how I still love his son, will always love his son. So I do like that about us too. Like co-parenting and then having kids outside each other. For sure. He loved my baby girl. Yep.
That's that puppy love though.
What?
To be honest with you, the whole way that she speaks about Lil Greg, that's that puppy love. What I mean by that is that 14, 15, 16-year-old love, high school love, and the world is just wide open to you.
It's like a great love. You just
great.
so
that's
open.
The best love ever. So that's why, y'all share that much love for each other's kids. Mm-hmm. Just y'all bond.
Yeah. Yeah, because we was friends before anything. And then even when we didn't work out, we was still friends.
Still friends.
That's what I was so amazed about.
Yes.
Yeah, like even we didn't told each other, like, do we think it'll work if we gave each other another try? And I was like, no, because I've been to bust you upside your head. he was living a fast life. It's like, hold on, no.
His life was different.
Yeah, like, it's like, okay. But yeah, no. Yeah.
Nikki, I was just listening. Would you get this back open, grandson? I let it close.
Like, definitely not relationship-wise. Just, man.
You don't want to bring it to us?
So you don't think
you don't want to bring it to us?
I don't think we could have been boyfriend and girlfriend again. Like, no.
Okay.
Anytime you want to bring it to us, just come on over. Just come on over, man.
But trying to get you on camera.
I'm trying to get him on camera. I love to see his sweatshirt.
So this is what your son, this is a picture your son wanted me to show you.
How you get this picture? Oh, yeah. We was on a webcam. Y'all remember webcams back in the day?
Yep.
I'm talking about back in the day, like it was.
She said
We
back
was
in
on
the
a
day,
webcam
like,
at Nani house in the front, in that front room. We was in that room.
what's back in the day?
Y'all look
What-
so
Right, I'm
young.
talking about back in the
What's back in the day? Enlighten me. What's
we
back in
we
the day?
definitely
for you?
didn't have a kid then.
This is what. So
So
what's this?
that had to be at least about 2011. Because we was together a couple years before we had a baby.
Right,
Yeah, so
right.
Back in the day, it's
We didn't just like
2011.
get together and have a baby. We
For us back in the
God
day, it was
damn.
19.
I know, that's why I said back in
80s, the 80s, you know what I'm saying? Don't be talking. I know that's right now. We ain't old, goddamn. We just
That's why I
young
said
and
when I said
striving,
back in the
baby.
day, that's like y'all
Damn.
yeah.
Damn.
That was webcam days. We taking pictures on webcam.
You know what Nunu was talking about, and I got a couple of more pictures I want to show, but you saying that Greg, I think Nikki, how I want to say this. When we was at the hospital, the police pulled me to the side and asked me for Greg's phone. And I gave them Greg's phone, thinking that they were going to give me that phone back.
Like you talking about on January 28th.
Yeah.
Okay.
January 28th. Yeah, this
Okay.
is the day Greg was shot. They asked me, they pulled me, we was at the hospital, and they was, saying, we're gonna find out who did it, could you give it a phone, so we can find out who text, who was, whatever. Like, I wanted those pictures, I wanted his
Yeah.
phone back, but every time I would, talk to the police, they it's down at the FBI, and they trying to break the code and all this, and they just kept giving me the runaround. I never knew that, basically, they weren't going to get my son's phone back. There
Yeah.
was a lot of
And I
things
wonder
in there
why.
that was,
Yeah.
like, man, we just lost our child, and I want
The least you
those
can do is give me
memories
his
back.
things. Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
what'd you say? Videos, everything, and they never gave me that phone back, and that bothered the hell. That
Yeah.
still bothers me.
Yeah, for sure.
That they was just running game. I'm like, it's a year now. You ain't broke that code. It's been a year. You ain't got in that phone yet. You still giving me that same runaround answer that they still
And
trying
I'm
to get
sure
into
they-
the phone.
I'm sure they broke the code.
I'm sure
already.
it
Yeah, a
didn't
long
take them
time
that
ago.
long to break
We
that
could have took it to
code.
one of the stores and broke the code.
They got the code.
Man.
I'm like, oh, they not gonna give me. I realized that they not gonna give me the phone back.
Yeah, no.
So they never gave it back.
I never got his phone back. What you say, Gressa? Or something. Yeah, we could have.
It wasn't that easy. Greg too sneaky. He was too
okay.
sneaky. I don't think it would have been that easy. to Get up in that phone. Ooh. That's the first thing I would have went for. First password, I would have put it out. Unlock this phone.
They move different, baby.
Yeah, it's
They
sneaky.
move different.
So I'm just about to ask something. So you just said that. What you think about couples going through each other's phone? What
I don't do it.
Should we lock our phone and hide our
Hell
phone from
no,
our
because if you're going through, you're
people,
going to find
or-
what you're looking
Yeah.
for.
That
for
shit
sure.
gonna hurt, ain't it,
You're going
bro?
to find what you're
God,
looking
dog.
for.
Yeah,
You're going to find what you're looking for,
I don't.
man.
I've done it, but I don't do it. I had it done to me for sure. I did. It was bad, but
Because he found what he was looking for.
found what you was looking
He
for.
found what he
But
was
what you
looking
found
for.
also wasn't even nothing for real. But that's never
But he
here or
still
there.
found what he was looking for. Most
Yeah.
of the time, it ain't shit. But
Yeah, it's
he
not,
found
9
what
times
he
out of 10 you
looking
trying to cover up what you doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to
I
come.
There she go.
Like that, what you mean
That's
with-
why
Gotta move
I
different.
stay out of I don't do the phone thing. The 30 years I've been, no
Yeah,
phone.
Don't touch my phone.
I went through that motherfucker one time. I was ready to fight everybody in the house.
If you're going in there, it's
Uh-oh.
already telling you something about the relationship.
Yeah.
You already
That is
know.
very important.
Nah.
Yeah.
You ain't, if
Hold on.
you
Just
ain't
let her
gonna be
speak.
a reader,
Please, let her
you
speak.
already know something if you're going in the phone.
Yeah.
So I don't need to go in the phone.
You like you need some confirmation or something.
Everything I need.
Yeah.
And she don't even say shit. Bridget sit behind the scenes. That question that
She had a lot to say.
That question that got that Bridget that came on out with that
Yeah,
one.
she did.
Don't you ask no more questions like that. You about to start up some
Right?
shit for real.
Right?
Bridget don't want name to be said.
So
She got a point.
pictures. You didn't got a whole voice.
You got a point. You got a point.
That's why Mama love Nikki. Like she all right with me. That's that girl love. She go girl. She all right with me. We know.
I don't have to do it. Because if I'm tempted, then I already know what I
There you go.
Yeah, that is
There
true.
you
If
go.
I gotta go through the phone, I'm not comfortable.
Means
with
I
it.
ain't
It's
going
not-
through shit. I don't go on no purses. I don't go on no phones. I don't know shit. As long as it's not in my face, we fine.
Yeah.
Now you bring it in my face, it's a different story.
Yeah, that's different because now you brought it to me. Now don't worry about how I'm about to react either.
There
you brought
you
it
go.
to me then.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what happens then? What if you do find something? Do
Oh
you, do you
shit.
lead a relationship?
Oh shit.
See, now, I
Here
can't
we
speak
go.
on that.
What you,
Depending
what
on
you
how
need?
much
Well,
you
we
feel.
here now. I mean, we here.
I don't know.
Can you-
Everybody's
can you-
different. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is different.
Do women? Do you look at your mate? Do you still have the same respect for your person, or even more respect if
Ooh,
they take you
that's a
back
good question.
after
That's a good question.
you know you have been found out cheating?
Me personally,
You still
Depending
have
on-
respect for that man? Like, hey, he just caught me and he's still there.
yeah,
What-
depending
what
on
is-
how
can I
bad
just
it was.
Do anything?
Let her
or
answer.
do-
Let her
am I
answer.
talking-
Let her answer. Let her
Depending
answer.
on, I'm sorry, depending on how bad it was. Some stuff people can move past. And when I say that, for me, I'm one of them people that if I forgive you and I say we gonna move past this, I mean just that. I don't want to bring it up later. So I hate when it's done to me. Like if you took me back or we move it past this and we working towards something, don't when you get mad or get random days in your feelings, you want to bring it up and start something just so you can feel comfortable going to do what you're doing. Like I'm not with that. So I'm one of them people that if I forgave you, I have no choice but to try to not even try. I have no choice but to trust you again because clearly I want this to work. And it's like, if it don't, then okay, now I gotta go. But I kind of believe in second chances. But then again, the older I'm getting, it's like I don't got no room for that in my life right now. Like, what we doing? Like, let's just be honest with each other. Be upfront with me. I could take it. I'm a big girl. But yeah, so depending on how bad it is, yeah.
What you doing? No,
being
what you
upfront.
doing? What you
I
doing?
would think-
What you gonna do?
I can't. I'm too sensitive. I'm too sensitive, bro. I'm too sensitive. Nikki will tell you. Nick, look at it. I'm too sensitive.
That's like my son too. My son is sensitive.
I'm too sensitive.
Girl.
He got a girlfriend too.
He do.
Damn.
Sixth grade got a girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying. She tried to break up with my son. I don't like that. And if she watched this, tell her what I said. Mama gonna be after you, little girl. And he do not like being on front. I told Big Greg at the game, like, that's Amari's girlfriend. I was like, but don't say nothing, because Amari will get mad at me, like, you always telling my business. I be like, oh, I just needed to tell
Gotta
somebody.
come into the games and okay, Amari, okay.
Check him out. Check him
okay.
out playing the game.
Damn, that's that.
But yeah, man, I'm too sensitive. I can't.
You can't take it. Sensitive. So you can't do it if you can't take it. That's what a lot of men don't understand too.
We can dish it. What is it?
Dish it, but
Don't
you can't take it.
Yeah, don't dish nothing out that you can't take. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
that's-
Because when we do it, it's the end of the world
It's
for
the
y'all.
end of the world
Yep.
because it just feels so.
It's
a man thing.
You just feel like
man,
everything's been violated.
Like my
with
woman.
you and your old lady. Like
How you think we
this
gonna
motherfucker
feel?
was
because
all
it's
over you. You
different.
just it's different for men
It's
and women.
different.
Look at Nikki looking at this. It's some bullshit. She looking like it. Don't even look on. She looking like it's some bullshit. But I'm just saying. With me, it's just I don't know, man. It's like that's everything is like that dude was all over. Shit, fuck
Yeah,
that.
no, and I'm the same way. I don't want no woman all over my guy. I don't need no guy that's been all around the world either. I don't want no guy that's been ran through couple with this stuff. No, I'm cool.
But see,
Because I'm
and
not coming off like that, so I need you to be the same way.
Damn. Yeah.
But
Well,
I think like in a man, we don't look at it as, and I do see what you just said, but I don't think we look at it as being ran through. We look at it as we conquered. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We conquered.
Yeah,
But when you all start saying,
I ain't
you
giving him a pound saying that like I conquered a lot. I didn't do that shit. I was just saying like he was Greg was speaking his truth. I want no
Yeah,
But
nah.
yeah, but that is an interesting way to look at it. That nah, nigga, you been ran through too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh damn, that's true. You know.
But it's always been like that though since the beginning of this. You know. Yeah.
I,
I
felt
mean,
like it was okay for the guys to do it, but not okay for
that's
the girls
I think that's
to
just
do
more or
it.
less
I
just how
think-
we was raised.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's just more or less how we was raised, dog.
Ridiculous.
You know? You
Yeah.
coming up in the 70s, it's a little different. You know, you got to think of the era that we came up in. the 70s and the 80s.
Because grandma stayed in the house, did she?
Yeah.
And granddaddy was outside.
Yeah, most grandfathers was.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
My grandfather had a whole other woman that he had with kids
whole
and
nother
everything
house,
else.
everything.
Yeah, I mean,
A
that's
whole
just the
nother
way it
family,
was.
yeah.
And, you know, my old man, he was a Rolling Stone.
And
Shit.
grandma was standing around
And
too,
grandma
holding her
take
man
it-
down. It was
Yep.
like,
Yep,
grandma.
exactly.
I could never be grandma. Grandma was standing around. I'm about to bust his head and gone.
Nah,
Grandma,
this new
Grandma
generation
stayed making
of-
sure there
of
was food
kids,
in
they
the
a little different.
house.
Grandma still
everything.
play her
She-
part.
That's
Yeah.
the new generation. See, the
Yeah.
new generation talking. That's the new generation.
I,
They're a
I
little
seen
different.
I seen
Jeez.
something funny on Facebook that said that too. Like y'all not like y'all grandma
No.
back in the day.
No,
They used to
y'all.
let us do what we want to do.
Yeah.
Like no.
Shit has changed drastically. Young bulls, man, they ain't playing. You know, they're a little different. They're a little different.
They're a little
man.
different. It's a lot going on. I don't want to be in the mix.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And I think like a woman could cheat easier.
Really?
I
come
think
on, man.
y'all like
Come on, man.
we'll
What
never
y'all say, we
fucking
take it to the
find out.
grave?
Like,
Never,
never.
never,
I think women so
never,
fucking smart.
never.
Like we motherfucking talk.
Women
man.
are they are
Man.
geniuses. They with that shit. That's why you don't want to piss them off. You never want to have a scolded woman at you. If you never do, they motherfuckers will scold.
So let me ask y'all a question.
You started
Two
this
men.
shit.
Right now, y'all
Started
got me
this.
started.
You
Okay.
started this.
Two men sitting here in front of me. Okay, so when you say, what makes y'all think that we can get away with it better than y'all? Like, it's because I feel like a lot of men act like they don't run their mouth and they don't talk, and they feel like the females run their mouth. They always feel like the females is the reason it got out. So when people say like women could cheat easier or better than men, like, why do y'all think that? Oh, son, you stay over there. You don't know nothing yet.
What'd he say? What'd he say? Go ahead. What'd you say?
Like y'all smart, y'all got more intelligence than like we.
Really?
Say like we like to talk though, right?
Oh, he said the ladies are more intelligent than the men. Okay, son.
Well, you got that right.
And I think he got that right.
got that
I
right.
think he hit
You
it
got
on
Yeah,
the
that
that,
head.
that was good. That was
I
good.
think women can keep it more quiet. They don't run their
Private.
mouth as much. Yeah, I think like the day y'all.
And how would you know? That shit feel the same. I mean, how would you know? You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
You would not know.
You would not
But
know.
the only thing would give them away. Women are emotional creatures.
I
Like they're
think
not
they-
doing. When a woman is cheating on you, she's not cheating on you because she cheating on your ass to replace you,
You think
not
so?
to get even.
What if she just
not to
want to
get
have
even.
fun? This
Well,
is
it-
I like
I mean,
this topic.
you don't think so? That's what I think.
I don't think
you
so
know?
either because just because she
I
wanted-
agree with Putt.
Really?
Yeah.
Because y'all are emotional creatures. Y'all, we just move.
So
So
y'all
y'all
move
like-
like a y'all move like a.
Well, you a
said
rare
a
breed,
nigga?
then, Nick. You're a rare
I'm
breed.
a-
You a rare breed. You sticking and moving. You a rare breed. Most women be emotional creatures,
I'm
man.
not trying to get too tied up and caught up in nobody. I'm not trying to start nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so when you say replace, do you
interesting.
mean like replace you with this guy that I'm cheating with or with a whole nother person? Because
Yes,
They
I
looking to
think
be
like if you
replaced.
having sex with this guy, you really like him. Like I
Right.
think guys, we can go have sex with a girl and it's just we having sex.
just
I'm
sex.
going back home. I'm finished. You know what I'm saying?
See-
but I think if a girl lay down with a guy,
You think?
yes, we think the same way. If
Y'all
we
think
being
the same
honest,
way?
because you can go out, you can cheat, you can have sex with
Slap me
somebody,
that
and you
chair over here
still,
right here, son. Slap me
still
that
might
chair.
not
Come
feel
on,
like
Nick.
this
You wanna
person
sit
is
right
for
here,
you.
sweetheart,
Like you
so you
still
can
could
get
be
this
like,
conversation
it's
too.
just something about you that you not, you
I'm
not
gonna leave it right here.
everything.
No, I'm leaving right
you
here.
might
just
not
in
even
case, you
still
know.
be like. That's why I said when you say replace, do you mean like replacing you with that person? Because even the person you cheat with might not be that person for you that you want for real.
I'm not just saying that with that person, but you're looking
to just get up out of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That ain't always true.
That's
ain't it.
not-
That ain't
okay.
it.
First, we're
Okay.
not even gonna talk about this, Nicole,
Yeah.
because we don't cheat. Well, I'm single, but you're married. We don't cheat. Good
Yeah.
women don't cheat. Before you was married, girl,
That's not
you
it.
was.
It was just
girl,
really
you was
just to
something
have
else.
that for that moment in time, and then you going on back home.
She was something
Okay.
else.
Yeah.
Something
But that's
else.
what I hear though. You know, as I have gotten older, I have understood that women, you know, cheat a lot.
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Trying to get back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it might
Get
not
that
be
shit
that
out of
day,
you.
that
You
week,
can't take
nothing.
it.
It could be later on down the
You
line.
don't dish it out of you. You
I
can't
agree.
take it.
But it ain't nothing to do.
No, I'm tell you what it is. I'm tell you what it is. It's karma, baby.
There. That too.
Yeah.
It's karma. It's karma.
Yeah.
I'm just getting it revenge for them.
But that's
That-
why I try not to
that
do
shit
stuff
hurt.
because I believe
That
in
shit
karma too.
hurt.
So I don't want it to come back on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying, but you know, when you say women are emotional creatures, they are, but at the same time, I still feel like they only get back.
Right.
They
Nine
take
times,
their
nine times out of 10, they are.
Get back.
Shit.
They act like men. You know?
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts.
And the thing is, I think that taking it even maybe a little deeper dive into it, I think that's what really messes up relationships because you bring that energy, that hurt,
Exactly.
that pain that
In
you
the past.
experienced from that past one.
let it
Now
go.
you bring it to that new guy, that new lady.
That
And
might
you-
not be that might not be in
on
that.
that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Might be on
Yeah,
some real
that's
shit with
true.
you.
But that
You know?
energy that you got,
Yeah.
you know,
shoulda
you
left
like
it when you
always
came
on
in here.
point. Like, oh, you gonna do the same thing she did to me. You gonna do the same thing
Yeah.
he did to me. And yeah, and
9
they
times
telling
out
me
of
to
10,
keep,
that
keep
is
my
what it is.
my mic up. You said what?
9 times out of 10, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Bringing
yeah.
stuff from the past and then you letting it mess up what you got going on now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because
Because everybody intention's not like that, you know. Some people actually do have good intentions, so yeah.
Yeah, you have to go into it with an open mind, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I told you, I always tell you, if I got back out here now, I would be fucking lost.
You lost the sauce.
I would be lost because the old days of like when you meet a young lady, like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? Nigga, if you don't get your goof ass up out of here, you gotta DM them. You gotta meet them on Instagram. I don't even like texting.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's why I drive in my lane like a motherfucker. I'm in my race car, little man. In my lane, baby. In my lane, baby. so it's just different, man.
Yeah.
So you gotta adapt, though, I guess. You know.
I don't know how we got on that, but I enjoyed that.
That
That was
was
fun.
good.
That was cool.
That was
Nunu
good.
started it, so she said with the phone.
He
I
definitely
started that.
it.
Oh, I thought that was Nunu.
He started all that. You better run through, cause you see, you know what I'm saying. We got the Bridget back there. She talking
"Rock this
again.
nigga."
You read what she talking?
Oh,
You
I
read
gotta
what
go,
she saying?
yo. Okay. I don't know. Here.
Oh, okay. I can make this quick.
Yeah, right
So
back
this
here.
a picture of me and my siblings. My brother housewarming. He got his first house in Georgia, and we went to the housewarming. And yeah, that's the last time we all was together kicking it for a while because everybody live out there.
Okay.
But yeah, they're my siblings.
Okay. Okay. No more pictures. So I'm gonna ask about my grandkids.
Okay.
How they been doing? You know, it's been what 4 years, so we talked about you and you doing what you're doing and how beautiful you've been doing it. How you think the kids have been adjusting? How they been at school, their grades, their social
Okay.
life, like?
So I'm gonna start with Amari because he the oldest. He's really good at school. He has some little, bumps in the road along the way. He's into sports, as everybody know. Which shocked me with basketball because he was always into football. But he's doing an amazing job. His grades was always good. He was always on the honor roll. He might have got a C last quarter, so we working on that. But
In art.
yeah, in art class. But I'm the mom that I make it count. You got to bring that up. Like, I don't care if it was gym or art, none of that. We need some A's and B's. But overall, he's very intelligent, super smart, super dope kid. He don't get in no mess. And I really like that about my kid. Like, I know I say all the time, like, he barely even talk, but I think I like that about him. And part of that comes from his dad. Because when it came to school, I played. Like, I hated it. Which I'm shocked I'm still in school to this day. Like, I did not like school, but the older I get, I enjoy it. But so he get that more from his dad, like being into like sports and school and stuff. So I'm proud of him for that. Aria, my baby, Miss talk too much. But she's doing a really, really, really good job. She's in first grade, and the first grade teacher that she got was Amari's first grade teacher. So before it's so funny because before she went to this class, me and Amari kept like trying to scare her, and we was like, Miss Brown don't play. Like, Miss Brown don't play. You better be ready. Like, she don't play about that reading, that math. And her and Miss Brown bond is super close. Like, she tell me all the time, like, Aria is smart. Aria is good. Like, she like, Aria talk too much, but that's Aria. We know Aria. Aria, she runs that mouth. She's me, 100%.
She's
yeah,
you, yes.
Me. And that's my baby.
Yes.
Like, that's my girl.
Yeah.
That's my girl. She she run the show. I'm gonna be honest. She thinks she run me and Amari, but she do. She do. She got Amari a little scared too.
Yes.
He to my
Amari,
house.
how?
But yeah, she thinks she big sis, but she really baby sis. But she just like one of a kind. Like she ride or die for sure. Like Amari told her the other day, like we was going to get some food. Amari was like, I'm gonna buy some Subway. Come on, man, just take us. I'm like, oh, cool. Come on, you about to buy you and your sister some Subway. Come on, I'll take y'all. He trying to tell her to get ready, but they always going back and forth. He like, Aria, hurry up, put on your stuff. We gotta go on a drill. This girl came out and was like, for real, brother? Where my ski mask at? me and Amari looking at her. She was like, I'm dead serious. Where's my ski mask? We're going on a drill. And I'm like, Aria. So she down the ride. Like, that's
what
my
the hell
baby.
is a
She a
drill?
handful.
I'm lost. What's a drill?
Doing a
What-
drill,
business.
standing on some business.
That's the kids do
Yeah.
what? Drill?
She
Yeah.
love and then it's like her and Amari, they 5 years apart, so like they fight a lot, but then they got their times where they get along too. Actually, Aria and Messiah is super close, which is Greg youngest son. They super close, but they a year apart. So like they bond is way more tighter than it is with Amari because he's older than him. So to him, they might get on his nerve or this and that. But those two do not play about each other. Messiah and Aria, it's like my brother this, my sister that, and I really, really, really enjoy watching them two grow together. Like I really do. That's like something me and the mother of Greg, the other child, like we stood on that. Like where it's like we not taking these kids from each other ever, like at
And
all.
that's interesting.
Yeah, that's my.
Because a
girl,
lot
too.
of women, well, not all, but a lot of women, they don't have that
Yeah.
bond with the different baby mamas and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're treated differently. All of them are treated the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. You
Yeah.
hit that right on the head.
Yeah.
bro.
And
You
it's
hit that right on the
always
head.
been like that. Like even like me and her, like none of this with our kids came about like when he passed. You know what I'm saying? Like most people would be like, oh, he's not here, let's get along. No, like we always been like this.
Right,
Like
right.
she always was there with Amari. When she had Messiah, I was there with her. Like when I had Aria, like we always been like that. So, you know, I guess it's growth within me. But me and her never had like any bad like situations where we ever like really got into it for real. So everything from the start was pretty cool. Even with Greg and Aria's dad, it was like really cool. Like everybody was super tight. So I do like that too, that we was all able to just like co-parent and, you know, do what we got to do for the kids. But I also, I think if I'm not mistaken, all of us, like me, Aria, dad, Greg and her, like I think we all understand like the blended family thing. I think we all went through that too. So like we didn't watch our parents do this with co-parent with our other parent and things like that. Everybody got along. So, well, I know for sure I did. So I know I was never with the drama and all that. It was like, what we gonna do for these kids? Come on. So
All right.
I'm always for that. I never seen my mom give drama with nobody. Like she wasn't that person. So
For you all to do that at such a young age in y'all 20s, I was really amazed. I said, wow, they all get together like that, BJ, L,
Yeah.
Lil Greg.
That's
and
something
Nunu,
rare.
that-
I mean, like I say, you know,
Yeah,
she
that
explained
was
it to
awesome.
the T, but
That
you
was
know,
awesome.
that's still rare.
Yeah.
You know,
it is. It is. Because even people my age, I know a couple people that's like, they can't get along. And I'm just like, how can't y'all? Like, what's the problem? What's really the problem? But hey, people got different
Do
situations.
some people still like each other? I know we only got. Do some people still they don't get along because they still like each other?
Maybe.
Like, you know,
Maybe.
But
I
we
don't
can never
know.
answer that question.
Yeah.
But I think feelings
don't
gets
you start,
into
don't,
it.
don't you
Don't
start,
it.
don't you
Yeah,
start.
when you
Okay.
got kids with
All
people,
right.
y'all
Start
still be
it.
liking each other a
Goddamn
little
it.
bit.
No, you're going to have to come back because they're
Oh,
telling
yeah,
me,
for
man,
sure.
we got to go. And I just got so many more questions that I can say.
Yeah,
I
I
tell
know.
you what,
Man, let me
I think
get
this
one
we
more
can do
question.
the next
Go ahead.
time. We can do the next time when you have her on. We gotta have Nikki on,
Okay.
and we gotta have Messiah on.
And Messiah too?
Messiah and Amari.
Okay.
Let's try to get them all on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, you
Okay.
know, because
Auntie over there like,
hold
yeah,
little,
bring
y'all
it.
hold little back.
Yeah.
And guess what
I
I'm
love
gonna do?
my family,
When you have
man.
that,
I'm so
sit
happy
over there
to
with
have you all.
Bridget because I like the camaraderie with y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I like
And
to
that'll
go
be
on and
something.
on.
That'll be like a special edition, dog.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So I can
But we
sit
can just
my ass up
communicate.
over there, and y'all can. I can just watch, and the way y'all communicate and the camaraderie that y'all have, man. Little man, you was put in a very difficult situation, but the structure and the family that you have around you makes it easier.
Yeah.
It'll never get better, but it'll get easier for you.
Yeah.
And you'll understand that as you get older and life goes on.
Oh,
Thank you for
Right?
that.
Thank you, Pud.
My
Thank you.
man,
I
dog,
really,
my
I'm
man.
happy you did
My
that because the
man.
way he just looked you in your eye when you was talking, it made me realize he's listening.
Yeah.
Because he might have looked off, but he still looked you in your eyes, and
Listen.
that's something I
Hey,
tell him. Like, if you're not looking someone in their eyes, they feel like it's a sign of
eye
disrespect.
contact
Like
is
you're not,
everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're not really hearing them or you're not understanding.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad to see that he's doing
Yeah,
that. That's my boo. Look at him. He look just like me. He's so handsome, boy.
Oh, he got your face. Oh
Yeah,
my God,
she
he
over
got
there
your
browning
face.
up her
Oh
face
my
because I
God,
said
he
my
got your
because I said
face.
my son. My son look like me. I didn't say your son. My son. How she mad at me because I said my son look like me? See, she want to just take my son from me too. Like,
Everybody want Amari. Come on, man. We
yeah,
all
my
want
mama
you.
like that with Amari too. She think that's her man too. But yeah,
Okay. Last question. I asked Nikki this, so I want to ask you this. A love letter that you would give to Aria or Amar, anybody. What is that
Okay.
verbal love letter that?
nah, I don't got nothing that I was thinking about for real. I'm just gonna say something to my kids. Love letter or not, I want them to learn how to be close. Like, I want them to be closer. And I get it, they still young, but I know the older they get, they will be closer. But I need them to understand it's important to stay close. It's important to like protect each other at all times. Me and my siblings, we can get into it, but I'm talking about we riding for each other. So I just want, and I see a lot of siblings that's not like that. And I always wonder why. So for my kids, I just want them, like me speaking to them, I just want them to understand how important it is to be together, be one. Because it will come a time where you don't have me. And it's just like, I need you as the I need him as the big brother, always big brother, but hear little sister out too, because little sister might got, she might got some knowledge for you, because I'm that little sister. I'm the baby. And they so used to me being the one that's high popping off and everything. And it's like, I've really grown, and now they listen, and they're like, oh, this is a different side of Nunu. Like, so I just want them to understand how important it is to love each other, how important it is to just stick together through whatever. Like, always. Don't never let nobody come between y'all. Don't let nothing,
Ever.
I'm talking about not no money, not no
Ever.
people, nothing come between
Ever.
y'all. Have that bond and keep that bond and protect each other.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And Aria is definitely a protector. She don't play about her brother. She don't let no little girl say nothing to her brother. She don't play. What you say to my brother? So, yeah.
That was beautiful. Hey, real quick, I heard, and I'm going to get this wrong, Nunu. Messiah and Aria was together. And I don't know what happened with Messiah. I don't know if he fell. I don't know if somebody pushed him. I don't know what happened. But Aria took this approach like, Messiah, you can't be scared. You better stand on or whatever. And Messiah little chest done jumped up and she done put the cables on him. I said, Aria, she don't play. She
don't
made
play.
sure Messiah understood the situation,
Yes.
what was happening, and make sure you
It's
have a
so
response.
funny.
That-
Because Aria definitely get
is-
Messiah going. Like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, them two something else. Like, when they, because Messiah love to come to my house. Like, he'll just tell his mom to, like, oh, I'm going to go to Nunu house. I'm this and that. He know he's always welcome. So one day they at my house, and she's rough, though, because she got two brothers. To her, she got two brothers. She ready to fight any girl that come her way because she thinking she just tough. So she got Messiah in, like, a chokehold on my couch. And I'm like, Messiah, like, he just looking like he, like, trying to break away. I'm like, Messiah, if you don't tell her up. He was like, hold on.
Let me handle this.
Yeah, and then they start doing like this. I'm like, Poor Messiah, you gotta slam her or something, because she was just going in on him. I'm like, you need to leave him alone. He was like, it's okay, but he understand, like, that's my sister. That's my sister.
Yeah. Aria gonna make sure.
But she don't play about him. She gon' ride behind him, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aria, we love you.
We love you,
Okay,
Ari.
so I want to
Shaklee
have a
Shankar.
final thought. I just want to
Okay.
give, this was just sitting here. I'm used to going in the apartment. Greg got a whole pound of weed or whatever. And on this tray he got, I'm like,
Oh my
So
God.
you get it with him. What's a final thought with that? Does anything?
I like this picture. I think he looked really handsome on this picture too. He's super handsome. He was super handsome.
You supposed to be in that picture, huh?
No, he's smoking on that
Yeah,
one.
he definitely had. He definitely had my baby at the concert this day.
Oh, that was at a concert?
Yeah, this was at a concert, and Amari went on the stage and did his little
that's
thing.
the concert you was
Yeah,
on the
I got some
stage, yeah.
videos with Greg in the back geeking him up, like, yeah. But yeah, I like this picture of him. This is him. Like, he having fun. He around his boys. He kicking it, and he got his weed.
And he got his weed.
You know, he got him one that's rolled as big as his fingers, as he say.
Man, that big, I'm like... Okay. It's the very last one? Okay.
Okay. No.
Oh,
he got the concert.
Right. Come on, we gotta do this final time.
Auntie, we leaving
we'll
in a
see.
minute. Uncle Dan,
Oh,
we
okay.
leaving in a minute.
Okay, yes, this the
Let me see.
video, and then that's the picture. What comes to mind when I see this picture? And that's the picture from my birthday. That was the last. So
got two.
okay,
I'll
this
give
is
you
the
both
last
of them.
picture me and him took together. Okay, I'll take that back. The caption is hilarious. So, my birthday this year, on this was 2020. Yeah. Now, I always had like these parties that's like cracking. Like me and my cousin, we be throwing these parties, and we had this party.
I went to one of the parties.
The
It was a
parties
sweat
be
party.
fun.
It was cracking. I said, let me get my old ass
Don't
out.
worry, my 30th one this year.
Let me go.
Look, I'm having a theme party. But yeah, so
What the fuck is this?
Greg, my mom had this, she was living in Calumet City, and she had this driveway. Now, during the party, nobody pulled in the driveway on purpose because only my mom's car was there, and everybody had to park on the street. So I told Greg about it, and he kept saying, no, baby, my mama come, I'm like, boy, you ain't coming. I don't even know why I'm telling you. He like, all right. And I done forgot about it because I'm going to be honest, like, we kick it, but I was like, whatever. Maybe he out with his friends. A car pulled up. He was in a BMW. Pulled up in the driveway. Loud music. I'm talking about smoke coming out and behind tents. And I'm like, who is, now I'm getting irritated. I'm like, who is this and why they pulling in my mama driveway? There's got to be somebody. Sure enough, he jumped out the car. They like, that's your baby daddy. I'm like, what? He was like, I told you I was going to come in. I came by myself. I don't need nobody to come with me. I'm like, boy, whatever. So that's where that picture came from. We had a nice little time.
Greg will show up.
Yeah,
Greg will show up.
And we took this picture, and I kind of like got my eyes closed, and we hugging each other, cause that was my boy. That was my dog.
Send me that picture.
I sent it to you without the caption, cause the caption is like a little funny video that this guy said about his baby mama.
One more, auntie.
Okay, she gonna do that
I
stuff.
show one more.
Come
If you
show your
promise
sweater.
to bring it in.
If you promise to bring
If
it
you
in,
promise
say
to
one
bring
thing.
it
Come in.
You can show it.
He gonna
Promise to
bring
bring it in, and you would end it, son. You could end it, son.
There you go. There you go.
I know, and BJ back there, and it's Amari's second birthday before Greg.
There you go. There you go. Come on in, man.
It's my legacy right there. Legacy heart.
Shell sweater, look at you.
There you
So
go.
this
Yes,
picture
sir.
is me,
Yes,
Amari,
sir.
and Greg. I really don't remember what year this was, but we definitely took this. I think I came over there to Nani house when he had Amari, and Amari was just excited to see his parents together. And we took a picture. And yeah, I like this picture too because I look a little cute. But yeah, this is a nice
Spider-Man
picture.
outfit.
Yeah, his Spider-Man. He loves Spider-Man. Thank
Spider-Man,
you,
the
baby.
action figure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got anything you want to say,
wanna
man?
say
Turn around. You grab the microphone.
What about this picture?
No, about your dad, anybody yourself.
He was a good person. He's always in the streets making money and helping the family out. And he was a little crazy, but yeah, he was laid back and a lovely person. Yeah.
Do you feel like you act like him?
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you feel like you look like him?
Mhm.
You don't look. You look like me. You look like both of us.
You know what? I remember real quick. What's that?
Oh, okay.
When Amari said Greg was crazy. Oh, we got gifts.
Gifts.
Oh, you did talk to Nikki
I
last
did.
week
I
about
did.
this.
Look at that.
Legacy heart.
I know that's
Legacy heart,
right,
baby.
Legacy heart.
Legacy
See,
heart.
Amari, you should have wore yours. I told you.
Yes. Well, you know, look here. I'm going to have this on the next podcast. I'm going to
Okay.
wear this the next podcast.
The next one, yeah.
The next
Do that.
podcast. I'm definitely
Or whenever we be talking all our stuff. Before you put it on.
Oh, I'm ready.
He ready to throw his on now.
He even got on his Carnegie jersey.
Man. Oh, yeah, definitely.
No, extra large. This is it. This is it.
Wrap this
Yes.
thing up.
So what size is mine? Extra large? I ain't no
2X.
2X.
It might fit because it
That-
looks
is
a little
that-
small.
that's that large?
Honestly, it looks small.
That's 2X. Oh, I said a large for lil putt. Yeah, you got to make me a large. I got to get a large. I
What
got to get a
mine?
large. Yes.
Ain't that something?
Yes.
You forgot mine? All I need is a
That's all right,
medium.
you got. Hey, you got.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay,
This a
Big
Marvin
Greg.
Company. This a Marvin
See,
Company.
Yeah.
that's a 2X.
Yeah, it does fit. It does fit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
Okay,
that it?
cool.
Send us
Yep.
on Nunu Daddy's podcast, man.
Daddy's podcast. Guess Nunu and
Amari.
Greg's oldest son. Thanks for having us. And yeah, we had a nice time. Thank you.
And we out.
We out.
We
Happy
out
birthday,
here.
Greg. We love you. Long
birthday,
live
man.
Lil Greg. Happy birthday, baby daddy.
Yes.
I clutch on it. We could wait
Yes.
to bust on him. Took years. He
Yes.
had luck though. Fuck buddy, he cut though. Me and phone them cutthroats.
You
We
got-
ain't waiting
you gotta
on no
look
get back, so it's
comfortable
bro
as
that
this
must
side
go.
going.
Run up hitting really with that. We make niggas drop hoes. Man, shout out to the hoes. We make bitches drop lows. And they texting lock codes. He a hoe is Glock code. Finger twitching when I tote. Fire itching in my coat. I'ma say it and I quote. I can't wait for gun smoke.